Hey guys, Becky here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Kmart hair tool video. If you like these videos, please remember to click the subscribe down below. But today we are looking at the Kmart straightening brush. This retails for $19. And let's give it a go. I haven't actually used this before. I've never used a straightening brush, so I don't know what to expect. There are many straightening brushes on the market, brands like GHD, Silver Bullet, Remington, the list goes on and on. So we're gonna unbox this, see what it does. This is my natural hair. I've also changed colour since last time you would have seen it. I just washed it last night and just put some of this Garnier Sleek and Shine, what's it called, anti-frizz serum in it last night when it was still wet, and just let it dry naturally, and this is what that looks like. So once I take the top down though and my fringe, I'm going to look like a hot mess, but let's get started having a go of this straightening brush. Alright, so just going to unbox it, maybe, and see what we get. Alright. So in the box we just get some instructions for the hairbrush, and this is it. So I've just got some rose gold detailing here. There is a power button, heat up, heat down, and a display. So let's just plug it in. So I've just looked over the instructions. There's nothing we really need to know specifically to work this. It has a little LED screen, so it's saying off. We're going to turn it on. Maybe I have to hold it down. Oh, there we go, I have to hold it down. So it's on 25 currently, it's heating up. Waiting. 101, 102, 103. Just still waiting. Well, while this waits to heat up, I'm just going to place it down here and section out my hair. Just take down this. And just give it a brush through. I told you once I took it down it would be a hot mess. Oh my god. So just using a tangle teaser to comb it out. Oh my god, it gets worse. It gets so worse. Oh my god. Oh, this side's alright, but the top, my god. Alright, so we're just going to section it. I'm just going to go to the mid of my ear here and roll that across the back of my head. So I don't really know what size sections we need for this brush, but I'm just doing this much hair to start with. Alright, it's at 152. Oh, it's still heating up. Okay. I think it's getting up to 180. What I will say about this though is it's taking a little while to heat up. I'm heating it up to 200. It does heat up to 230. So we're almost there. Finally, it's heated up. It's at 200. So in the picture, the girl is holding it underneath. So we're just going to give that a go. Just getting right in there. I'm going to go from the top instead this time. Oh, okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting it to do that. Wow, that gives a really nice finish. I'm personally finding it easier to go from the top than to go from underneath. I'm feeling like it's not catching as well. I'm just going to do this side now. When I get to the ends, I'm just making sure I kind of turn the brush so we can get a nice finish on the ends. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting my hair to be so straight after using that. Wow. Alright, well let's keep going. Just going to section again. I'm going to go above my ears this time, just above. Yeah. Let's twist that top section up. Clip it in. Alright. Just going to brush it with the tangle teaser first, because I did feel like I was getting caught a little bit. Seeming to need about 4 or 5 slow strokes to get it straight. I'm also finding that going under and over is how I'm getting the finish that I actually want. I'm really struggling to get this little finish here on that side piece of hair. Still looking very ratty. I'm just going to clip this section away so we can get to the back here. With this one again, I'm going to start from underneath. Just be careful when you touch your hair because it does get hot. Just make sure your sections aren't too big. If they are too big, you're not going to get all the hair through the plaits. The brush is a little hot on the back too, so I don't find it that hot, so I'm happy to kind of guide it with my hand. But just be careful if it is too hot for you to burn yourself. Didn't want that to happen. So it's better section there. What I'm also doing when I get to the ends is grabbing some of the hair I've already done and blending it through with that. I'm finding it really hard to get the ends perfect, like you could do with a straightener that clamps onto it the whole time. This, it can kind of come free. I'll just see how it kind of doesn't get that tension on there to really get the ends nice. For the crown, I'm just gonna brush up. I'll get a little bit lower so you can see hopefully what I'm doing. So just be careful with your hair, it does get really hot. I'm just gonna let that part fall back and do the same here now with this other section at the front. It's a look. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my fringe with this brush, but we'll get there. Alright, now the moment of truth. What am I going to do with this fringe, with this straightening brush? Let's do this maybe? Oh, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, so that's it. That is what we get with the Kmart straightening brush for straight hair. I'm just going to go over it once more just to see if it gets better. So this is it. This is what we get once we use the Kmart straightening brush in our hair. I was really pleasantly surprised when I first used it on the bottom layer of my hair. That layer is a lot softer than the top though. It definitely doesn't see the same amount of damage as the top. Once I kept going though, it was fine. Like, it worked really well. I felt like my hair's really shiny from it. but I found that it did not do the ends the same as a straightener would be able to. I tried to curl it in and try and like, you know, let it fall off the brush in that motion to get that finish, but it just wasn't happening the same way as a straightener was. It doesn't have that tension to hold on to it. It kind of just does fall out of the brush and you don't get that finish you wanted. So I feel like my ends are still a little bit frizzy. But yeah, for $19 though, I feel like it's really good. It took a while to heat up. I heated it up to 200. It does get to 230. Took us a while to get there, but once it got there, perfect heat, I felt like it did a good job at styled the hair. It just didn't get the ends as well as I want them done. It does get very hot. I found myself though, just when I got there, touching it. So one of my tips is just be really careful when doing, actually don't want to burn your hand. Also the back gets really hot too, and I also found myself guiding it through the back as well on this side, I think it was. I found it guiding with the back. Another quick tip for using this one, just make sure your hair is brushed out before you use it. I did brush my hair before I started, but I also found myself just brushing each section with a tangle teaser like this one. You can use any brush though. Before I did go over it with this. Sectioning, don't use your sections too big. If they are too big, they're not going to get through the little ceramic plates in the brush. You want all your hair to evenly go through it. But yeah, so that is it. That is my mini review and first impressions of the Kmart straightening brush. I did like it. I think I would prefer a straightener though. I don't know how often I will reach for this. I will most likely, yeah, reach for my straightener. Possibly my blow drying brush, which I've also got a video of below. I love that thing. It is amazing. So I know I'm here talking about this guy, but if you haven't tried out the Kmart blow drying brush, the rotating hot air brush is what it's actually called. It is amazing, and that one retails I think for $25, and it's so good, and I recommend everyone to give that one a go. So that is it. Thank you so much for coming by and checking this video out. Let me know below if you have this bad guy, and if you like these Kmart hair videos, please subscribe. There will be more coming your way. Until next time, have a beautiful day.